Authentic self. What does that even mean? Do you feel authentic right now? Are you being authentic? Are you being authentic? What does that mean? Well, I think you know when you're being authentic, right? You are at peace with yourself. You feel good in your skin. You are letting yourself out. You're getting out of your own way. You're letting yourself go. You're expressing yourself fully to the world. And some of us have trouble doing that. Some of us have a blockage somewhere, right? There's a blockage, some kind of stifled energy that's not coming out properly, hence making you not feel authentic. Essentially, you're always being yourself because you are yourself, right? But you're not feeling authentic. You don't feel what's inside coming out naturally and expressing, powerfully coming out and letting it come out into the world and touch the world, influence things, be influenced, letting the energy come in and come out naturally. In, out. In, out. In, out. All right? Authentically. In, out. In, out. In, out. In, out. In, out. Right? Talking about authentic self. Authenticity. It's big because a lot of people don't feel like they can be very authentic. A lot of people go through life feeling there's a little part of themselves that's a little bit stifled, or they're not really being themselves. Like they just feel like every day they're putting on a mask, just getting through the day, but they feel like there is just more. I'm more than this. I know I can be better. I want to be 100%. I want to be the best version of myself. And this is a lot of people. Self-help, self-development is huge. Huge. Huge industry. $1 billion, over $1 billion a year. And I think that's just in North America or something like that. A lot of people don't feel like they're really being authentic. Right? And this week we're talking about, what are we talking about? What are we talking about? Know thyself. We started with telling your story from the beginning till right now. Understanding your story, looking at it deeply, going inside, deeply into your core, and understanding your motivators. The pain, the pleasure, the thoughts that you've created, the ego identity that you've created around that story, the past, your reference experiences, and what does it mean now? How has that shaped you as a person? And how is that person now walking through that story every single day? How is he going about it? And are you satisfied with it? Do you like this story? Do you like where this story is going? Or are you pretty happy about it? You're pretty good. You're pretty fucking good. Or you're feeling like, I'm not really being myself. I'm not really going about it in an authentic way. I don't feel 100%. And you're not alone. A lot of people feel like this, okay? A lot of people feel like that. It's not the end of the world. We have to always be adjusting. The world isn't just going to mold around your little fairy tale story. Whatever it is. Which one is the fairy tale? The one you tell yourself to get by, or the one that you really want to live? Do adults stop believing in fairy tales? Do they? Is the story you tell yourself a fairy tale, kind of like just to get by? Or are you living your authentic life? You're expressing yourself out, fully, 100%, out, in, out. See, that power you get when you're authentic is always going to win. Always going to win. Because that power you get, it's like there's a meter, there's like a water cup. And there's so much more that you can get out of it when you're just fully letting every part of you work. You're getting out of your way. You are using your full potential, right? And you have all that energy that comes in and it just comes out. No stifledness, no blockages. You deeply understand after all the things we've done, we talked about, looking at your motivation, understanding yourself. And there's always going to be a push and pull, right? You don't just come into this like awakening and then you just, oh, I am authentic. I'm complete. No. You're always going to have the fear, the doubt, distractions every single day, pulling you this way, pushing you that way. And how well can you stay centered? How well can you stay centered? You have to know yourself. You have to understand what pulls you, what pushes your buttons, what are your triggers, what are your motivators, where's the story going, where's your intention, what do you want, who do you want to be, who do you want to hang out with, what kind of job do you want, what kind of life do you want to live, do you want to travel, do you want to be rich, do you want to have a certain kind of car, what kind of house do you want, what kind of partner do you want, what do you want? You gotta navigate through these things every single day. You don't just become one thing, like authentic, then you're just finished. No, you're always going to change. Change is constant, right? Your authentic self today is going to be different from your authentic self 10 years from now. But you just want to know yourself so that you're always grounded. You know who you are. And you have that energy and that groundedness and assertiveness, a pointed energy. You have this pointed energy where you can use it to penetrate. You can penetrate reality. There's that potency. Potent. Right? And you have peace. You have calm. Expressing yourself every single day in your life to leave that mark, to take it in, push it out, letting it flow through you. You gotta get into that presence, not thinking about it. It's good to observe. It's good to take that feedback from reality. You take that data, the information, while you're being authentic, while you're being unstifled and expressing yourself. Taking in that data, you can reflect on that. You can look at the things you feel. How am I feeling? What does it make me feel? Do I like it? Do I not like it? What is causing this? How am I reacting to things? Am I being reactive or am I being proactive? You can always analyze that, right? To a certain extent, so that you can get the most out of it. Reality, the world is always teaching you something. There's always data coming in. There's always information coming in. And you can use it to better yourself all the time. All the time. And we're going to keep progressing, right? So there's going to be always that evolution of the self. But when you're out there and when you're engaging, you're not thinking about it. Maybe you did some of the analysis. Maybe at the end of the day, this is something I do. You take notes. You think about you journal. Journaling is great. Writing is like the best thing. I have to write almost to think. To think, I have to write. Or when I write, it opens up this parallel kind of thinking. I write one word and it just opens another thing, and they all link up. And maybe you've noticed how I just kind of jump from one thing to the other. Okay? But when you write, you can focus that. You can focus that in. I can sort of wrangle it in, right? But it's very good because then you can take all that data you got and you can make sense of it. Make sense of it. But when you're out in the world, you don't want to be looking at everything, like analyzing everything. No, you want to be just grounded in it. You're authentic. You're just going out and just in the moment, right? You're not thinking, you're just going through. You're just flowing through it. The energy, let it flow through. And you can get a lot of great things out of that. You can get the most out of your day, feel amazing, feel everything to the fullest, experience everything to the fullest, attract the things that you want with your clear intentions, clarity. Authenticity is like clarity in yourself, basically. There's clarity. There's no fogginess. There's no brain fog. There's no emotional turbulence. You're observing. You're understanding. You're self-aware. Okay? That's it.